called religious symbolism. We're not actually looking for someone with one eye literally. No. The left eye symbolizes external vision. The right eye symbolizes internal vision. Because the Quran points out that the heart can see, and the heart can hear, and the heart can understand. The Quran points us out. So the Quran teaches that we have two means of seeing. One with our external eyes, and the other with our internal eyes. This is in the Quran in many places, many places. So the left eye symbolizes external sight, so you can see. The right eye is blind, so it symbolizes internal blindness. And therefore knowledge comes only from external observation and rational inquiry and experimentation. Knowledge does not come from any other source. If it comes from any other source, it will not be recognized as knowledge. It will be declared to be something that should be sent to a place in Orlando called Disneyland. And so there ain't no such thing as revealed knowledge. The sacred scriptures have no secrecies about them. This is a branch of knowledge called epistemology. It's a big word. The branch of knowledge which studies knowledge. The world of Dajjal, the world that Dajjal creates, is a world which will embrace an epistemology that knowledge comes only from external sources. The foundation of religion is belief in a world you can't see. Al-Ghayb. Al-Ladhina yu'minuna bil-Ghayb. A world which cannot be observed with your external observation. But you must believe in it. Al-Ghayb. So the minute you absorb and you accept and you embrace the Dajjal's epistemology, that's the end of religion. Religion is finished. It has no foundation left on it. This then is a brief description of Dajjal. The Prophet ﷺ describes some of his methodology, how he will operate in order to achieve this fabulous feat of one man eventually ruling the whole world. Among the things that he says about Dajjal is that he has a, if you excuse my language, a PhD in deception. A PhD in deception. He comes with two things, a river and a fire, said the Prophet ﷺ. This is the language of prophets. Simple words, profound statement. He comes with two things, a river and a fire. But his river is a fire. And his fire is the cool waters of a river. The river, of course, symbolizes heaven, and the fire symbolizes hell. Whoever falls in his river will have his load of sins increased. And whoever falls in his fire will have his load of sins decreased. In other words, Dajjal takes the road to heaven and makes it look like the road to hell, the fire. And he takes the road to hell and he makes it look like the road to heaven, the river. In other words, appearance and reality are completely and totally different from each other whenever Dajjal strikes. What a thing is will be quite different from what it appears to be. And those who formulate judgment based only on the left eye, external observation, rational inquiry, experimentation. Those who formulate judgment based only on external observation will be able to analyze only the world of appearances, and they will always be deceived. The only one who can penetrate the reality when the Dajjal attacks, to see things as they are, not as they appear to be on CNN and the New York Times. The only one who will be able to penetrate the reality of things when the Dajjal attacks is the one who sees not only with the left eye, external observation, but also with the right eye, namely internal, intuitive, spiritual insight, which is something that only the believer has. Amongst the weapons that he uses is shirk. Any time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about Ibrahim alayhi salam, the one from whom religion came, from Ibrahim alayhi salam, he always says, وَمَا كَانَ مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ, that there is no shirk in the religion of Ibrahim alayhi salam. The minute we embrace shirk, we've lost Islam. We're only whistling in the wind. We're spinning top and mud. The minute we embrace shirk, the most overt form of shirk, of course, is to worship an idol or to worship a man instead of God, Allah. But the Prophet warned that when the Dajjal strikes with shirk, it's going to be so plain and clear that you could easily recognize it. It will be very difficult to recognize that shirk when the Dajjal strikes you with shirk. How difficult, Yasin? How difficult would it be? Okay? No. Someone else? Yes, go ahead. Yes, correct. the Messenger of Allah said, when the Dajjal strikes you with shirk, it will be as difficult to see and recognize that shirk as it would be to recognize a black ant on a black stone on a dark night. Did you hear that? A black ant on a black stone on a dark night. Who can see such an ant? Except the one who has a flashlight. Huh? You need light. You can go get that light with a PhD from UWI. No. The light that you need to be able to recognize the shirk when the Dajjal attacks is a light which comes only from Allah.